Good morning, Barb Desautels, CIR Realty. Today I'm going to be interviewing one of our young entrepreneurs here in Calgary, Michela Moccia. Welcome, Michela.
Welcome, Barb.
How are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Good. So tell me a little bit about yourself.
Well, my name is Michela. I'm 17 from Calgary, Alberta. I'm in grade 12 and I'm the owner of CIR Cakes.
Oh, and I'm telling you, these cakes are absolutely beautiful. She does cupcakes, she does cakes. So tell me, what got you started on this lovely journey of creating such beautiful creations?
Oh, thank you, Barb. I started baking almost 3 years ago, and it kind of was just more of a hobby, but eventually as I got older, I started to learn a lot more techniques. I watched a lot of YouTube videos, and I just kind of really had a passion for it, and people seemed to like it, so I just decided to create a business, start slow, and it got very big very fast. So
that's awesome. Wow. So you started this 3 years ago?
3 years ago.
3 years ago. Now, during the pandemic, obviously we had more time on our hand. And so did you learn more techniques during that time frame?
Yes, for sure. I spent a lot of time baking during the pandemic and in quarantine. A lot of days were spent in the kitchen, but kind of, yeah. So I just started selling them 9 months ago. So
okay,
yeah.
So you've been selling them for 9 months. That's excellent. And so you got into it just because you were kind of curious, or did you like baked goods?
A little bit of both, actually. I started watching YouTubers who were bakers, and I just loved it, and I started trying a little bit here and there. I started kind of making my own technique, my own mark kind of thing, and eventually I just kind of started figuring out how to do it, and yeah, no, so yeah.
That's cool. So now you started selling them 9 months ago. What type of, when you started, did you have all of the tools that you needed? Did you have to go out and buy a whole bunch?
No, I had quite a bit. My mom had quite a bit of baking stuff to begin with, but obviously like little things here and there, piping tips are something that I didn't have before. Of course, sprinkles, those kinds of like artistry things. I've had a lot of family buy me stuff for birthdays and Christmas. But yeah, but I had quite a bit of stuff, but you know, little things here and there. You always need more, which is the thing, but yeah.
Yes, you can never have enough baking unless you're like me. Baking is not my gig. I just don't do that. My family has asked me not to bake anymore. So now you mentioned piping tips. Tell me, what are piping tips? What do you do with them?
So piping tips are kind of the way that you can make designs on each cake. They go into the piping bag, so it's just a clear plastic bag. And you cut a hole in the end and you put them in the bottom, and when you squeeze on it, it kind of comes out in whatever design. So this is a star tip, this is a built-in 4B tip, so it kind of gives you more of that flower effect.
Okay.
And there's millions, I have so many, and yeah, so that's kind of what they do. They're very easy to use, which is great.
That's awesome. So now I see you have, so these are the sprinkles here? Okay, and then that's just different kinds of sprinkles.
Yeah, there's
right?
so many different types.
Oh, okay. And this is your rolling pin. Is that a special type of rolling pin, or is that just a regular rolling pin? I'm not sure. I don't bake.
It is just a regular rolling pin, but it's nice because it's not wood. It's plastic, so you don't get anything kind of stuck in the crevices. Super easy to clean.
Ah.
Yeah, that's one of the things I've learned.
Okay.
Anything stainless steel, plastic is your best bet. So yeah, so rolling pins, great. I use them for when I make cookies, but
okay.
Yeah.
And now I see this. Is this a sticker when you?
Yeah. So these are my stickers. I put them on every order. It just says, "Thank you for supporting my small business." My favorite color is pink, so I think it was fitting to find something pink. Yeah, they're great. They're just little. You can buy them on Amazon.
Ah, okay,
Yeah.
excellent. Now I see this bowl. I love the saying. Yeah. Is that true? I mean, not for me, but.
No, I know. My aunt actually got me this, and there's a spoon that goes with it. It says delicious.
Oh, delicious. That's so cute.
It's very cute, yeah.
And now you've got the KitchenAid. Is this the tool of the trade? Is that something that you would recommend if somebody wants to get into baking, for instance?
Definitely. It is something that has helped me a lot, especially in making buttercream. You can't make buttercream by hand with a whisk.
Okay.
You need an electric mixer. So either a handheld one or the stationary is great. I use it every day and it hasn't died yet, so it's great.
That's awesome. Now I see you have some cakes, right? Cupcakes, pardon me. You have some cupcakes here, and what kind of cupcakes are these?
These are just plain vanilla with vanilla buttercream. They're probably one of my best sellers, that and chocolate. They're super easy, everybody likes them. They're not too sweet, they're not too, like, sometimes you get that really salty buttercream, but I found something that's kind of in the middle, so yeah.
Okay. And now something like this, how long would it take you to make?
To make those, I think I was in the kitchen for about an hour and a half yesterday. So between making the cake, baking, and then waiting for them to cool, and decorating, about an hour and a half, sometimes a little bit longer depending how difficult the design is. Depends, but
okay. And so now I see there's two different colors. When you put these together, do you have to use two different bags? Like the bags that you use for your icing, do you have to use two different bags, or does it all get put into one and then the design comes out? I don't know enough about baking.
No, so I use two bags, but there are techniques where you can put both colors in one bag and it kind of makes them swirl, which is very cool. But no, for this design I just used two different bags with two different colors.
Okay. So this is beautiful. And for somebody who's looking to get a hold of you as far as ordering some of these beautiful, delicious cupcakes, and she does cakes as well. We'll put some pictures into the video as well for you to have a look. Where is the best place that they can find you?
So I have an Instagram. It's Michela_Chiara_cakes. It's on Instagram. That's probably the best way to reach me, through DM. My phone number is also linked in there, so you can always text me or call me. I'm available either way.
Okay. And what would sort of be the cost for something like this, right?
So for 12 cupcakes, it's $25. If you just did half a dozen, so 6, it's $18. I also do mini cupcakes, which are $18 and you get 12. And then depending on the cake size, it ranges between $30 to $50.
Okay. Oh, that's actually really good considering the time that it took her to just make these cupcakes, right? About an hour and a half or so. And some of the designs, once you see how intricate they are, I'm sure they take a lot longer. So $25 for 12 is awesome price. And again, if you're like me and you don't like to bake, just call Michela. Find her on Instagram. Now today we are going to be giving away 2 dozens of it's going to be a giveaway. You have to enter, and what you need to do is go ahead, follow Michela at her Instagram, and her Instagram handle again is
Michela_Chiara_cakes.
Okay, and follow her. And also use the hashtag Barb Desautels 2021 when you follow her, so that you can be entered into the draw. What you could do is enter the draw. We will come and bring you the cupcakes. Not we, I will bring you the cupcakes. Michela won't bring you. I'll pick them up from her. And don't worry, I'm not going to be the one actually making them. You'll get Michela's beautiful designs. So go ahead, enter the contest, and we'll make sure that whoever wins, we'll meet you and give you the cupcakes in person. Thank you so much, Michela. Is there anything that you want to tell us about baking, about your creation, about your small business? It's beautiful to see our young people getting into entrepreneurship, because I think this is going to be the way of the future. And also, if you're passionate about something, don't be shy. Get out there, do something with it. So tell me, is there anything that you would like to tell everyone about baking or even starting up a business?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, for me, it was just, if you love it, other people will love it because they see your passion behind it. So if you're passionate about something and you want to try something, just go for it. You never know what could happen. So yeah, it turned out great. So
awesome. Well, thanks guys. Thanks Michela for having me in. This is Michela's beautiful spread. And again, Follow her on Instagram for the giveaway. All right, thanks guys.
Thank you.